Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am here to give you a movie review, a Netflix movie review. So sit back and let's get into this video. My name is Siri, and if you're new to my channel is essentially about my life and everything in between, other ramblings. So I do reviews. This is actually my first movie review, and I'm super duper excited to be doing this review because people that know me know that I am a major couch potato and I love movies, and I just thought, why not add movie reviews on, like, why don't I just come onto my channel and let's talk about movies, you know? So today I'm going to be talking about the most recent Nigerian movie on Netflix, which is Oloture. Boy, guys, that movie was so good that I just said I had to come on here and do a review, you know. That is not the only movie that I've seen this year, but it is by far the most intriguing movie I have seen the whole of 2020, both foreign and local. So what I mean by foreign and local, I mean both international and Nigerian movie. You may disagree with me, but for me personally, I haven't seen that many movies this year aside from Mulan. And yeah, those are the only two memorable ones, and Oloture was indeed epic. So before I go into talking about it or reviewing it, I just want to quickly give an overview of what the movie is about. So Oloture is actually produced by Ebony Life Movies and directed by Kenneth Gang. I don't know if I'm correctly pronouncing his name. And Ebony Life is known to release some really nice movies. In terms of picture quality, cinematography, I always give them A+. Sometimes, actually most times, their storyline doesn't always gel with me. So I'm really impressed of all the movies produced by Ebony Life Movie. Maybe I haven't seen everything, but at least the popular ones like The Wedding Party, Chief Daddy, Royal Hibiscus Hotel. Oloture is by far the best. This is actually the first time that I've seen an Ebony Life movie and I'm not like, the storyline was somehow. So without rambling on and on, what is Oloture about? So Oloture is about this journalist who is living a double life, in the sense that she's going undercover in this prostitute ring to kind of understand their lives and like generate or get an undercover story as to how they do human trafficking for prostitution. So it is not new, right? There was a Netflix movie called Joy, which had a similar storyline where they showed how this lady called Joy paid her madam some money so that she could travel abroad, and then she was there for prostitution. But here we're seeing it through the eyes of someone who is trying to, you know, expose these people. So it's not like, for example, I'm doing like a comparison now. Joy was more about the victim. In this case, Oloture is, as I said, a journalist. She has her life together, but she's just going undercover. And the deeper she goes into the story, the more dangerous it becomes. Let me just say, spoiler alert. So Oloture goes undercover. She's finally gotten to a point where she's discovered this madam who is played by Omoni Oboli, that promises to take the girls abroad, which in quote they say is stepping up their game. Rather than being like local prostitutes, they will now become international prostitutes. So Oloture kind of finds her way. She was able to get the madam to bring her on board, being that she was a fine girl. This was actually played by Sharon Oja, of which I just have to pause and say she did a tremendous job. Her acting was believable. Like, I've known Sharon Oja from Skinny Girl in Transit back then, and I can tell you the growth has been epic, as in she has really improved. Let me just take a moment to talk about the cast in general. So typical of Ebony Life movies, they always use very popular well-known actors, and sometimes I find it overly packed with them, that sometimes all these actors and actresses usually just maybe act one scene, and I'm like, why was it necessary to use this person? But in this movie, everybody, every single actor, everyone that was casted for that role suits the role perfectly. Sharon Oja did a stellar job, but boy, I was really impressed with Omoni, and that is like, I expected it. Another person that really impressed me was Wofai. Wofai was acting as the let's say like the head prostitute. Her acting was spectacular. Like, I believed it, and I was like, yo, has this girl been a prostitute in her former life? No shade, but that was how good she acted. And of course, Blossom did a great job. I have the list of their names on my notebook here because I don't know everyone's name, but Blossom, Beverly Osu, she didn't really say much, but she acted well. We had Bukola Oladipupo, as expected. She always gives off a stellar performance. So enough about the cast. Let's talk about some of the scenes. So there were a lot of breathtaking scenes. I have to say, the images, there were some graphic images that I feel like for a Nigerian movie, they really captured very well. That, yo, when I was watching it, I legit cringed. So there was this scene where they went to meet the native doctor, you know, they were stripped naked, they swore for them, they were you know, asking them to enter, they asked them to enter a grave and swear, and then there was a part where they slit their back. That scene in particular was very strong. Another scene that I just wanted to highlight again was the scene where, so the pimps had asked them not to use their phones. They had seized their phones, and the journalist Oloture hid her phone, and she had used the phone to send the coordinates of where they were to her partner, who was supposed to come and rescue them, you know, and, you know, spoil the mission for these pimps. Unfortunately, Linda saw her, knew that she had a phone, and asked her if she could use the phone to call her mom, you know, and she got caught. See, when I was watching it, I knew she was going to get caught, right? Like, we expect it, but I didn't, and she might be punished. A part of me knew that the punishment might be death, but I didn't want to believe that, because the pimps had said that they wanted, or rather the boss or something like that had said they needed to be 15 girls, and obviously if they had killed one, then they wouldn't be 15. So a part of me was like, she won't, but she'll be punished, yeah? Yo, I didn't expect what I saw. Shit, like the guy, like after, because when he stole he caught her and he took the phone, he went through the phone and he saw like Oloture had been communicating, but he thought the phone belonged to Linda, and so the only legit punishment he could think of was killing her. Yo, this guy actually axed her. Okay, not axed, but like he used a machete or a machete, how you guys pronounce it, and cut her. See, I don't know if he cut her neck or her leg, because it was like the moment he raised the cutlass, I was like, no, like I screamed, like I hid my face behind my pillow. That stopped my heart for a few seconds. So that scene was, I just have to say, guys, 10 over 10. End scene. Can we just talk about that end scene when they got to this place called the point of no return? Yo, it was crazy. So they had gotten to the point of no return, and the partner had figured that they might be there. He had driven all the way there, but the military guys wouldn't let him go or explain himself. Somehow Òlòturé and Beauty, who had just seen her sister be murdered in front of her eyes, who was clearly distraught, decided to escape from the bus where all the girls were, and as they tried to escape, they both ran, but Oloture got caught. Beauty was able to escape. I think the part that pained me was Beauty actually ran past Oloture's boss and love interest, who was played by Blossom Chukwujeku, and that scene just crushed my heart. It was like, oh my god, the only hope. And not to talk of the fact that Oloture had been caught, so she tried to run and one of the pimps actually caught her. And if you see the slap and the punches, Kai, like, he punched and slapped her till she passed out, and then obviously he just carried her back to the boss. It was so sad. It was so sad. Like, I had hopes, you know, it was the end, so I always like happy endings. So I was like, oh my god, her partner is here, and they both ran away, you know, and you know, the police is around, the military people, but it didn't pan out that way, guys. It didn't end that way. And there was this scene where they asked the girls to, you know, show their skills and grind. They would give the one of the guys a lap dance, and I could see the sadness and the fear in Bukola Oladipupo's eye. She plays Beauty, by the way, and because she just came from the village. Her sister is the prostitute, Linda, and Linda wants a better life for her family, and so she's brought her sister on board. She's paid this madam, and they're supposed to take both of them to Italy. Beauty is, I believe from what I watched, she wasn't aware of what they were getting into, and so when they asked her to give the lap dance, oh my god, I felt it. I felt sad, and as a woman, it was just so painful to realize that people actually go through these things just to survive, and it's just crazy. And I'm glad that they actually acted this movie and brought this to light, and I really hope that by God's grace, the issue of human trafficking, either for prostitution or for whatever, that somehow we find a permanent solution to it, we curb it. I don't know what the answer is, but it was quite, see, I don't want to give you too many spoilers. I've kind of highlighted like the main bit. All I just want to say is that this movie was great. I would definitely score it a 10 out of 10. If you're someone who doesn't like Nigerian movies, I just beg you, watch this one. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. How was the movie? And I really want to say that this movie, not only was it great entertainment, I like I said earlier, that it's shining a light on this I must go abroad to make it. Let's just take a moment to talk about the issue here of people wanting to go abroad by crook or hook, by any way possible. There's just this illusion that Nigerians have that abroad life is perfect, everything is good. Once you get there, you're going to be working on money. My life will be. It is not true. It is not true. I just wish people would be honest about these things. It is not true. Going abroad is not the solution for everybody. Yes, there are certain people that go abroad and they make money, and maybe by doing odd jobs, and eventually they find their way. But it is hard. You need to see the things that people do or get up to. Like, I feel like even the way they get into these countries, like, you might be smuggled in, and that stress, you might even die on the way. For personally, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. And I live abroad, so I can tell you that it is not. Yes, it might feel like your standard of living is nice, but it depends. I came here by it was not even as if my goal in life was even to come abroad. Like, personally, I just wanted to go to school, get a nice job, but thankfully, thanks be to God, I got a scholarship and I came abroad, and that's how I was able to get a job afterwards. But at the back of my mind, yes, I wanted to stay back and work, but at the back of my mind, I told myself, Essay, if you don't get a job after 6 months, go back home. There's nothing wrong. I know that Nigeria has its own problems. And I pray for the country that the country does get better. But it's better to be in your country where you're free, as opposed to coming here and you're hiding from the authorities, and when they catch you, they now send you back. Oh my God. Or you have to do unspeakable things just to survive, go into prostitution, into drugs. That is not what your purpose is on earth. That is not why God created you. And I think people are so focused on, I must make it, money, money, money. Yes, money is good, but it is good to understand what your purpose is in life. And be okay with it. I think the problem again with so many Nigerians, or so many people, and I'm sorry that I'm generalizing, is that people have a very vague or vain, if I may say, definition of success. Success is not being able to afford the biggest cars and buy multiple houses. Yes, money is good and you can use it to do all of things and live a comfortable life. Pardon me. It is good and you can live a comfortable life, but I just want people to come to agreement with being content. You know, success can be, I'm able to pay my bills, I can enjoy the good things of life, but not excessively, and I have clothes, and I'm alive, and I can make an impact in people's lives. I think that is actually a good definition of success to me. But before this review gets too long, and before I go into preacher mode, let's just end this video here. Tell me if you loved this video, and if you want me to do more movie reviews. Another movie that I'm looking out for is Citation, the movie, so definitely going to make a review of that one. It's coming out in November, and I just want to say the person I stan, but I really love Timia Tedola. So being that she's in the movie, even if the movie is whack, I'm still going to come here and review it and hype it. Anyway guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much. Make sure to watch my other videos, share, like, and subscribe. Bye.